welcome to Nightly Reviews, where I am your knight in shining armor. Imagine 4 or 5,000 of these guys coming at you. Enough to win the war right there. God, it's heavy, man. It's heavy. This, by the way, is a what do they call it? Knights Templar helmet. Probably English. So welcome. So again, today is one of those days. It's always one of those days for me, as I'm becoming a grump. I'm becoming an old grognard. And it's funny, my other channel is concerning all stuff war game related, board games, right? And Napoleon coined that phrase, or someone in Napoleon's army, some of the generals, Davout or whatever, called his soldiers grognards. Good on you. They're always grumbling. That's a grognard. That's me. So today we're gonna check out a tobacco that, at first, for me, when I first got it, and I got 6 ounces of it, right? Because I usually buy about 6 ounces worth of tobacco. And I mean, it was Jeremy Reeves that told me, when you order a tobacco, order 2. In case you really like it, at least you have another one right there while you order another 50,000. Yeah, that's what it is. People order 50,000. And so far, Ken Byron, for me, the tobaccos that I have gotten so far, excuse me, have been exceptional. Really. Yeah. And this one today, we're going to talk about golf. Hyzer. Hyzer golf. I'm not a golf guy. I used to play golf. I used to be ambidextrous, actually, because every time I used to go to the course, I used to forget which hand I would swing with. But not in baseball. I'm a lefty. Anyways, so I get this tobacco, and I must have been into one of my grumpy moods or something like that. And I remember thinking, it's too sweet. I don't want this. This is, like, how much? I forgot the description of it. I mean, how much of this Black Cavendish stuff that he put in? Because for me, as soon as it's sweet, I think Black Cavendish, which is wrong. And so, I smoked it. A couple of days passes by, and I've got it sitting on my table while I'm sitting on my fake leather couch. And I was too lazy to get up to, choose a tobacco in my smoking room, which I gotta show you. And I said, come on, let's try this again. And this time I had a smaller pipe, so I just filled it a bit, and that's what made all the difference. Now, bowl size makes a difference. Size makes a difference here, people. Absolutely. Not necessarily small, medium, or big. Just size makes a difference. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm smoking it, and it's not as sweet, but it's deep. It's tangy. It's earthy. It's sweet. Well, as I said, not as sweet because I had a smaller amount. And it's just a really nice tobacco. Again, he does a good job with this. So, there's plums, figs, but on the brighter side, because it's Virginia's. And chocolate notes, but nosy chocolates, Not chocolate that doesn't mind their own business, I just mean nosy. You know what I'm talking about here, And this golf tobacco, this Spike Hyzer. I don't know who Spike Hyzer is. Must be a prominent golfer or a legendary golfer. I don't know. I'm gonna have to research about that on that issue, that is. And it was woodsy. I really enjoyed it. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna go have a bowl later with my light beer. Light Sleeman's Clear 2.0, because I want to cut down on the carbs because I'm getting too gigantic. Right? I don't understand how people can weigh 500 pounds. I mean, I'm like, what, 50, 60 pounds overweight, and my back hurts, my teeth hurt, right? Because I gotta carry the weight. Yeah, you're gonna carry the weight, carry that weight. Yeah, for a long time. Can anybody say what that is? You know, just for fun. You know, talk to me. I'm alone here. I'm a lonely pipe smoker. Though I enjoy smoking alone, because I don't like to talk when I smoke. Even when I'm with my friend, my neighbor across the street there, all he does is smoke grass. He tried smoking a pipe because he wants to quit cigarettes. Or he wanted to quit cigarettes, but he's inhaling the stuff, right? So he's getting a rush and a half. A rush and a half. But he's a Frenchman. How can it be a Russian and a half? Dad joke. Yeah. So I like to enjoy the moment, the smoke. That's all we smoke for, the moment. And going back to the flavors, it was woodsy, as I said, but not deep, right? So I would say this tobacco starts off at the baritone level. Don't go looking for the basses in there. Look for the highs. So the baritone, a tenor, alto, and sopranos. Is there sopranos in here? I don't know. What you would smoke this with? I would smoke it in a small pipe. It burns well. It came moist. I think it's some sort of. It's not a shag, but it's a ribbon cut. Not ribbon, but not as thin as shag, but the other thing, right? Sorry for the English people, you know what I mean. And like I said, I would smoke this in a smaller bowl, not a tiny bowl, a smaller bowl. And I don't know, if you're gonna have some music on, I'd put some, I would put some. What kind of music would I put on here? You can listen to some Genesis with this. Progressive rock, because it's a little bit more nuanced than just straight ahead rock and roll or the straight ahead pop stuff that's happening now, which, look, old music is getting older and new music is getting newer. That makes sense. That was a Rick Beato thing. And I think he was interviewing, I forget who was interviewing, Nuno Betancourt there from Extreme, but whatever. What would I eat with this? This is gonna be your smoke that you'll have a scotch with. More of a rye. I would have a rye with this, because you want a little bit of that. Yeah, I can't say it in words, but it's, you know what I'm saying? That's what you want, because you don't want something sweet. Like Russ, my consigliere, says opposites attract, right? So if you're smoking a sweeter tobacco, which this is, but don't think sweet, too sweet there, like teeth hurting sweet. It's sweet. Drink or smoke the opposite, like bitter. Have a Bass Ale, or a Smite. No, don't have a Smite Wicks. Yeah, have an ale, or have a pale ale, but have an ale for sure. So what would I eat with this? Look, you don't have to eat anything, right? We gotta lose weight anyways, so don't eat, smoke. And let's go to the stats. Let's go to the stats before I just ramble on anything, because I'm rambling these days. So the stats. The brand is Ken Byron. It's blended by Ken Byron. Manufactured by Ken Byron. No middleman. It's one guy. One guy. Perfect. The blend type is Virginia Perique. Who knew? I'm telling you. Who knew? The contents is Perique in Virginia. I don't know why tobacco the reviews does that. Switch things around. Because that's where I go get my not my hard stats, the stats which I'm reading right now. The flavoring, anisette. Funny. I didn't get any of that. I'm gonna go back. Cocoa, chocolate. Like I said, a bit of chocolate. The cut mixture here, he says. Okay, it's in bulk, comes in 2 ounces. It's made in the U.S. and it's currently available. Just to do that on purpose. And the other stats. The strength is medium. The flavoring is mild. It is mild. The taste, medium to full. Yeah. And the room note is tolerable. My wife hates it anyways. So, I don't know what the room note is. For me, the room note is, because I'm smoking it. So, with that rambling said, Ken Byron's Spike Hyzer Golf. You know what? I enjoy this tobacco. It's a nice tobacco. Will I have this in my rotation? Not necessarily, but I'm not saying that it's not a good tobacco. This is a great tobacco. It's fantastically produced. It's just, that's just my opinion. Have a great day, and I'll see you on the next turn. Ciao, baby.